Gaznani Deco de Santa Monica Done Rodo Hinotenegon Dek Dek Diastse Taznani কত সুন্দর এই জায়গা আমি চিন্তা করতাম La Jolla খুব সুন্দর ছিল La Jolla সুন্দর আছে এটা সুন্দর কোনদিন বেশি করতে পারি না আমার তো খুব গাম লাগছে আমি জানি না কেন আমি পানির কাছে আমার গামনেস লাগে আমার কোনো চিন্তা নেই if you wonder why I speak in Bengali a lot on my videos, it's because I want my grandniece Tazrian, or Taz as I call her, to know this, that you can be from wherever. You can come from Seven Sisters, you can come from Holland Park. And you know what, I won't say I did this single-handedly. I had family's help, I had family love to be able to do all the stuff I've done. You know? I could have been in really bad situations, and I walk past homeless people now, it's really sad. That's why I want to do stuff. I want to make a difference in I want to spend my life making a difference. Doing something good. That's how I leave a legacy. A legacy isn't money, a legacy isn't houses. A legacy is knowing that you've changed lives for the better. For me, anyway. And as I'm looking at this now, I know people have this, jaded view of homeless. I do that as well. I will see the homeless and I'll say some horrible things to them, and they can be frustrating. But here's the thing, no one chooses to be homeless. You know? I can't imagine what it is to lead someone to be homeless. Whether you're a soldier of PTSD, or whether you just can't make a couple of payments. And suddenly, that's it. You know what, you are literally 2 months' salary away from being homeless. And yes, there are some people here who have addictions, who have serious addiction issues, and I won't deny that there are addiction is an ill, but and it's not as if people are taught like don't do drugs, it's bad, and I get that it is drugs can be bad. There's gateways. Some people can't handle it. That's why Islam says don't drink. For me personally, I have no problem with drinking. I think, as long as you know the dangers, and as long as you don't say, but I was drunk though, I did this, but I was drunk. No, fuck off. If you're old enough to drink, if you know the consequences, you're a fucking idiot. If you don't know the consequences, then don't fucking drink. If you don't know about that. And there are consequences. There are some really high function people, but that like a bit of booze, that like a joint or two. Some like to go a bit stronger, put some stuff up their nose. Hell, fuck it. If it works for them, great. It's not my cup of tea. But sometimes it can go wrong. And when it goes wrong, it's a really dark path. It's really hard to get out of that dark path. It's one of the reasons I'm running for shelter in St Mungo's. It's one of the reasons a lot of it, if you don't realise, a lot of it is Boku Zugo Ehiyog. He did this thing about do something kind. You know? And that's why I'm doing this, because one of his last acts on earth was do something kind. Yeah, he's got a legacy. He's got a legacy of his children, his playing career. That is a formidable. That's an incredible legacy. How can you? That is an amazing legacy. But really, for me, the real legacy isn't the. For me anyway, because I don't know him. Obviously you've got players like Marcus Edwards and Bashanama, Skippy, there'll be players and they'll be part of his legacy, but for me, that last act, do something kind. Some of you guys know that I used to be a big wrestling fan, and sometimes I still watch classic wrestling matches because there's just something beautiful I watch it, the choreography, the story and everything. And one of my favourite wrestlers is a guy called Chris Benoit. I love that guy. He's sport incredible intensity. It wasn't the tallest. Definitely, but he wasn't bigger than life as you need to in WWE. But he just could wrestle. Just a brilliant wrestler. And I just remember that, how good he was, how good his wrestling was. And I remember, I think, before my second trip to America, my life was going, and I was trying to head back, and he won the WWE title. And didn't hold it for very long. Unfortunately, as a great wrestler he was, it's about your mic skills. He literally, if he was like Conor McGregor, he would, he'd be WWE champion for years, but didn't have that. What he could do, what Chris Benoit really could do, is he could wrestle. And he helped a lot of people with wrestling. But the problem, sadly, that's what Chris Benoit will remember for. Chris Benoit will be remembered for the horrific crime he committed. So even now when I listen to the song Whatever by Our Lady Peace, and I love that song, and I think of Chris Benoit, I cannot but help but think of what he did. And that's his legacy, your last act. So I may not be the guy that achieves a huge amount in my life, I may not, but I want my last act to be something of kindness, to be something of good. I've done things that are wrong, I've done things that are naughty, and I've been lucky, I've been able to get away with some of them. Not crimes, I'm not confessing to any crimes. I'm just saying, sometimes the lines are a bit blurred. And maybe I did choose to eat a grape. And maybe I did steal a few chips. I am a chafola, I'm a tea leaf, that's what we do. But look how beautiful these palm. And look at these palm trees. Look how tall these palm trees are. I swear to God, it's just so. And that's why I want to make a difference in my life. So that's why I'm not doing Facebook and live. Necessarily that I data, but it's it's why I'm doing the stuff like for Raj's and bone cancer research. Why I'm doing stuff for Mum's breast cancer research. Why I'm doing stuff homeless. I've never been homeless. I've never had bone cancer, but I know people that have been. I actually don't know anyone that actually has been homeless. I don't actually know anyone that has been that destitute. But I do know how sometimes addiction can make you extremely destitute. I do know how sometimes it can ruin your entire life. I actually do know one person who actually had an addiction, and he's been sober 40 plus years, but it almost ruined his life. But he's turned his life around now. He's a very wonderful man, and he's shown me a lot of kindness. He knows who he is. He knows. And the way I see it, if you can show kindness, do something kind. Not for the platitude, not for the glory. I mean, sometimes alright, this may sound self-promotion, and I don't want it to be, but sometimes I like a lot to eat. Those of you know I like my food. I like my food, and I'll make myself a double. I'll make it, say, a couple of sandwiches, cut them into 4. So 4 slices of bread, come to 4 sandwiches. And sometimes I'll have one little bit extra. So when I go through South Ken, I will what's the word? I will basically wrap them up, and I'll give it to a homeless guy. Because there's always someone homeless in South Ken. And South Ken is ridiculous. It's like this place, really fancy. There actually are dinosaurs. You only saw a picture of the dinosaurs nearby. But this is the sunrise, and it's probably the longest video I've ever done. I'll probably have to share it via because I'm not there on the phone. I'm gonna upload it to the laptop and share it. But just feel that air. I can't wait to have my run tomorrow morning. And I actually managed to get some sleep. Maybe it's just being near the water. I actually went back to sleep again. I had 3 hours sleep. And I upload this video, and then I had some corned beef hash, some coffee. I had a nice cup of tea. Sadly, I think I won't be able to see Ellie. I probably won't see Ellie this time, because I think she'll be very busy. She's working so hard. She's a testament to, do you know what? If you believe in yourself, you can make a life yourself. Anyone that leaves the comfort of hearth and home to make a life for himself abroad, that's incredible. And it's brave. My mum did it. Ellie did it, many years ago. She's making a real life for herself. And do you know what, Taznani? You can do that. The reason I call Taznani, so she calls me Nana. Her niece is her mother is my niece. So she ends up calling me, so I call her Nani, because I am kind of like a lullaby, her granddad. So I say, no, you're my grandmother. And because of Tasmanian Devil, I call her Taz. But they can't say Daz, they say Duz. They make it their own. To the extent that, do you know what? They actually call me Daz Nana, and they call my mum Daz Nanu. Yeah. Her brother called me Daz Nani. Yeah, her brother wasn't even born when I was actually gave her the nickname Daz Nani. Calls me that. See how the sun rises? That's what I like about sunrise. It tells you that, you know what, every day, as long as the sun still rises, that means there's a chance to make a difference in this world. Because you've always got tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that there'll be sun. I always remember that. Hello, Chandler Bing. I just can't wait to run it tomorrow. I don't know whether I'm going to run along. I don't think I'm going to run along the Broadwalk. I can run on the beach, but I like to be at the elevation. I can see the water. I can smell it. I'd have to go up and down a set of steps, which is always a very good thing for me. It's just so beautiful. I honestly, this has got pretty cool. It's everything. I mean, San Francisco is great. I think the thing that I struggled with San Francisco, I think one of the things I really struggled with it was the fact that the football. All right, we lost, but didn't give a shit. It was a free hit. But it was the fact that I didn't really connect to anyone there. And that's the thing. I think that's the reason why I probably want to go back to San Francisco, because I didn't actually connect with anyone, not in a meaningful sense. And I'm not saying I'll connect to anyone here, but it doesn't really matter. But I think there's just an opportunity for me to do that. And I'm just so glad I'm here. The times I thought I'd never make it back here. I never actually made it here. When I came to Los Angeles all those years ago, I never made it to the beach. I stayed in the wrong place and I didn't know. And that's the thing, sometimes you don't know in life. Sometimes you don't know you make the wrong thing. Sometimes when you venture out to the unknown, that's what it is. Life is about venturing the unknown. Like going into the water, you don't know what you're going to find. You're going out there for the very first time. You don't know what you might find. You may experience choppy water. You could plan. You don't know, because at the end of the day, that's the first time anyone's going to be out there. You're setting your own path. When you do that, it's just the most incredible thing. Sometimes you can get that good swell of water, and it powers you onto greater things. You still got to put the work. You still got to, lift the sail up and make repairs, swab the deck, you landlubber. But you still got to do stuff. I'm just so glad I'm here. So for those of you who don't know, I'm doing that half marathon for Shelter St Mungo's, and this will be, I promise you, this is going to be my last half marathon. I mean it. I really mean it this time. This will be my last half marathon. And don't look at me that. People looking at don't look at the screen like, yeah, I mean it this time. Too old now to be doing that stuff. Maybe. I want to make a difference, and one of the things I'm going to try and do is, because homelessness is a national problem, so I'm going to do some 4-star Spurs anyway, and they've been very kind. They've been able to, they've said to me that I can actually, mention it on their show. But if you donate to my Virgin Money thing, I will actually donate the equal amount to a homeless charity in your area. All I ask is that you tag me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, however you do it, so you get the message awareness that, you know what, that homelessness is an issue, but there are enough people that are going to care about it. And if enough people care about it and are willing to do something for charity, who knows, the government may kick in. You know, if we can find money to rebuild Notre Dame, which is, I've never been Notre Dame, so I don't know what's that like. I don't know, I can imagine if Big Ben ever burned, was like, had a bit of a burn down, I'd be like fucking heartbroken. So I get it, but you can pledge 100 million straight away. Like, I'm gonna pledge 100 million straight away to help rebuild it. But spare a couple of quid, fuck off, get a job, you lazy cunt. Especially some of these French guys. Those of you who don't know, the LMVH guys, Pinot, all those, He's inherited his money. He inherited his position. I always say that money is a good thing if spread around. It's like manure. There's a really good thing. It fertilizes, it binds, it provides nutrients, it nourishes. But if you pile up all that money in one place, there's an unquenchable stench. Oh, I just can't get how beautiful this is. Nanny. I can't promise I can bring you over here. I can promise you though that whatever I can to help you come over here, I'll do. Maybe not money wise, but speak to the right people and everything. I'm just so glad I'm here. This is probably my longest ever video, but I'm just really at peace. I don't know actually the way to get. I might actually get down there tomorrow morning if I get up early enough at 3 o'clock. Then maybe I'll go down there and do some yoga. Yeah, I got up early anyway, so yeah. Oh, do you know what? I can still do yoga anyway. I can still go down there actually in the afternoon. Actually, I'm not going in the afternoon actually. I'll go down in the afternoon, put my shirt into a little baggie, weigh it down. I've got like some magnets, and just go down in there and just do some some yoga. I already know the music. It's in my heart. I have it playing, obviously. Just help with my timing. But yeah. Because the thing is, the reason I'm able to run is because someone believed in me. Someone believed in my ability, and he said to me, Narshad, go out there and run. I've had a bit of screaming out, Dad, but just go out and run. You don't need, and he believed in me. And sometimes it's just having someone believe in you. I've had so many people believe in me, so many people to pick me up when I was down, and that's what I want to do. These guys are down, I want to help pick them up. Sunrise. That's so beautiful. The sun has finally risen. The sun has arisen. Anyway. Catch you later, people.